Now the rivers, because of all that, obviously on the rise. In some spots in Macon, over 4 inches just at the airport yesterday. The Milledgeville River well out of its banks in downtown Macon. That's where we find meteorologist Alex Forbes. And Alex, you have been all over the place today.
Ben, I have indeed. 25 feet. That is the level of the river behind me in Macon right now. But earlier this afternoon, I was in other parts of Macon and down in Houston County, and I wanted to take you on a look of the tornado's damage from a meteorologist's perspective. Check it out. Nearly 48 hours after the initial round of severe weather, the damage left behind is still more than evident in spots around central Georgia. The National Weather Service is responsible for determining tornado ratings based off damage. When surveying, meteorologists determine first if a tornado occurred, then correlate the damage with estimated wind speeds to rate the tornado on the Enhanced Fujita scale, also known as the EF scale. Now here in the Wimbish area in Macon-Bibb, National Weather Service survey teams are going to be looking at damage of all variety, a couple of which include the fallen trees, the structural damage you see behind me with the collapsed garage, and the snapped tree right up there that's indicative of a tornado.
It's horrible, and I was screaming on the phone to my sister as I was looking and walking because I've never seen anything like this in my life.
The Macon-Bibb tornado from Tuesday afternoon has not been officially rated, but in Houston County, crews were able to assess the damage Wednesday morning before the afternoon's severe storm struck.
It was a tornado, and so we're looking at some of the damage in here. We're going to look at some of the damage on Hawkinsville Road and some of the areas in between here and there.
The tornado that struck just south of Robins Air Force Base was rated an EF3. Now here in Houston County, National Weather Service officials conducted the survey yesterday and concluded that this collapsed transmission tower was one of 3 damage points that prompted this tornado's rating. Now once the tornado moved beyond the transmission tower, it made its way to this structure, which sustained some significant damage before moving on to the Statham's Landing neighborhood. An additional damage point was this guest house that was on the property, pushed entirely off its foundation. Meteorologists with the Weather Service are working to finalize the report on this tornado that will include its width, length, and track, and reports on other tornadoes across central Georgia. And Ben, the Talton family, whose property you saw in that video, wanted to emphasize how grateful they are for all the support they were feeling from the community with the help in the cleanup, and certainly enjoying, or not enjoying that rather, but are grateful for that down there in Houston County. Live in Macon, I'm Alex Forbes, 13 WMAZ News.
All right, Alex, thanks. Yeah, again, the severe threat is gone. You can see it's still moving on up the mid-Atlantic coastline, but some busy stuff over the past couple of days.